Okay, I'm Lou, Sid's stepdad, and I'm here to share this artifact of prehistory known as the rotary dial telephone. Now, back in the olden days, telephones did not have buttons. They had this rotary dial, and this type of phone actually is still used, not very much, but in some parts of the world and even parts of the United States. You can see it says here Bell system, Western Electric. The Bell system doesn't exist anymore. There was a time when all telephones were made by one company for one network, and they used this rotary dial. And the interesting thing about the rotary dial is the way that it communicates to the phone network is by making this thing called a pulse. And what it does is it actually disconnects the phone when you do this. So when you dial a 1, it disconnects the phone for one very small fraction of a second, about a tenth of a second. When you dial a 2, it does that twice. So in a weird way, it's kind of interesting. You could dial this phone without ever touching the dial. You could do this, and that would dial a 3. So the interesting thing about phones like this is sometimes, like in the office at my school or in public areas, they would put a lock on the dial. They would actually put a physical lock that would fit in here. But you could still dial the phone by doing that for a 3 and that for a 4. So the phone network actually worked by transmitting these little disconnects through the dial. It's one of the sort of weird things about old phones.
Right. That's very satisfying.
But very slow.
Yeah, this is easier.
Yep. All right.
All right. Thanks. That concludes